All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We don't need any of the eBay spiel. We're here for some serious website breaks now. Come on. We're doing divisional break number 170. Thank you all for joining. I love these divisionals, man. They sell quick, 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 quick. You know. This is only the second time, but first time was the other night. It was the first one we ever did. So, thank you again. I know a few of you were in that one too. So, thank you for joining both. I appreciate it. Um, And I figured since we got it filled at the last minute, why not break it tonight? What the hell? Plus, we have those other ones that are about to fill too, so we're going to need some time tomorrow to get those done on top of the eBay breaks and stuff. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get into some randos. What's up, Bryce? All right, so I set it up already. Let's do this. Let's go here, go back here. All right, so we'll random 7 times for the divisions, then we'll random everyone's name 7 times, match them up, and open some CADs. Here we go. Five, six, and lucky number 7. All right, NL Cent. Oh, look at that Central West. That's so weird. They like almost lined up exactly. They did kind of. It's really weird. All right, so Central NL Central down to AL West. I'm gonna plop those into our. Then we're going to get everyone's name. Back over to random. All right, so Josh B, Bryce T, Lou B, David R, Gabriel E, and, or wait, is that Gabriel E or, sorry, I feel like let me double check I got that right. Gabriel B. I'm sorry, Gabriel B. Can't read my handwriting. Gabriel B and Leonardo R. So here we go, 7 times, and we'll match them up. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lucky number 7. David R down to Josh B. All right. So let's go back there for a second. All right. So NL Central, Josh B. NL West, Bryce T. Wait, is that right? That's the same order. Hold on a second. That didn't copy, did it? I'm like an idiot. Sorry, didn't copy. My fault. My fault. I hate this stupid random stuff. I really do. It's so much easier if people just pick their teams, but it's okay. It's like, wait a second. I've seen that before. That's the exact order they were just in. There we go. That's it. Better. All right. So NL Central is David R. NL West, Gabriel B. NL East, Leonardo R. AL East, Bryce T. AL Central, Lou B. And AL West, Josh B. All right. I'm going to print a quick copy of this. Come on, printer. Hello. I said the same thing the other night. I could have written it down faster. Oh, you missed a couple days ago, really? All right, so there we have it. You guys got your divisions. Um, hey, where'd my little sheet? Give me one sec. That's weird. There it is. Too many papers on my clipboard. That's the problem. If I lost this clipboard, I would be done for as far as the breaking business goes. Oh, life is like surrounded by this clipboard. All right, let's open some cards. Oh, I need some gloves. And again, thank you all for joining. Don't forget, we got the free break coming up for all my website patrons. July 31st. If you've ever bought into a break, which you all have, your email will be in the random. We got a bunch of boxes here, a couple $1,000 worth of boxes here we're going to open and give away. So we're going to do the random on the 31st of July and the break on August 7th. So, and anybody who is in the top 30, I reach out and contact to make sure I can get a hold of them, because sometimes people, go bye-bye. And once we get 30 people that I can send the cards to, we do the break. So keep an eye out for that in a couple weeks. It'll be fun. All right, I'm going to get rid of this because you guys know who you have. And it's annoying up on the screen. All right, let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Marte Lawler, stroke rookie, and Brett Beatty, sepia. Yeah, BCW like screwed me big time this week. They back ordered my top loaders this week. I can't believe it. Like the 1 week I need 8 billion top loaders, and they back order. Jonathan India Refractor, but luckily I found somebody, a local guy who I buy him from sometimes. Luckily he's got a couple cases. I got to go pick them up from him tomorrow, or else we'll be staring at a lot of Topps Chrome cards waiting to go out. Michael Conforto pink for San Francisco. San Francisco. Yellow. Torkelson, Prism, and Garrett Cole, sepia. Soto, Summertime in the Park. Justin Turner Refractor. Lawler rookie. Aaron Nola Ray Wave. And Langoliers pink. All right, get the crappy box out of the way first. Now they're all going to be great. Come on. Abner Uribe, rookie refractor. Jackson Churio, rookie. Charlie Blackman. Colt Keith, pink rookie for the Tigers. And Joey Votto. Does he look so he looks so angry in this picture? God, I can't believe I'm stuck back in Canada. 17 of 125 for the Blue Jays. Of course, is the AL East for Bryce. How did I get stuck back in Canada? What happened? New releases are the best and the worst. I love new releases and I hate new releases because it brings out a lot of amateurs. Mickey Moniak Prism and Aaron Judge Sepia. There you go. Get the AL East. There's $40 you want to hold on to. Bryce, that's a winner. When he wins the MVP, it's gonna be a $40 card right there. MVP, baby. Mookie Betts. You always get the same thing when you get people, you get non-payers. Whenever there's the first week of a big new release, there's always non-payers, which is really annoying. And then there are what I call the complainers. Like, they'll complain about everything. Keaton win. And but they wouldn't ever say something nice if they hit something nice. You know what I mean? Only complain. Class, Stanton, McClanahan, and there's a nice Jackson Churio pink rookie. Very nice for the NL Central. David R. Awesome. Luciano, Corbin Carroll, Future Stars, and The Riz Sepia. Nobody beats The Riz. Biasby, Wyatt Langford rookie. CJ Abrams, Ray Wave, and Carlos Correa pink. Zach Neto refractor. Freddie Freeman strokes. Andres Jimenez Prism. And Joey Manassas Sepia. Jake Berger pink. Let's see what's going on here. Ornelius, a rookie refractor for Texas. Moreno, Future Stars, and Paul Blackburn, sepia for Oakland. Excuse me. All right, come on. Stop screwing around. Screw 'em. Summertime in a lazy. Tuve. Rizzo on the Ray Wave and Sunny Gray pink. Chris Bryant refractor. Pete Crow Armstrong rookie. Mookie Betts a throwback. Kerry Carpenter Prism and Carlos Correa sepia. Rodriguez, Snell, and Nathaniel Lowe pink. Brenton Doyle refractor. Matt Olson stroke and Jake Berger. David Bednar and Anthony Rendon. What do you mean, Bryce? Like other than cards? Not really. Jose Fairman refractor. Like back in the day, which God, I would love to have a time machine and go back and talk to myself. I used to buy DVDs like they were like in the 90s, like they were falling off the face of the earth. I had thousands of them. J. Rod Allach, which ultimately were worth absolutely nothing about 10 years later. I must have spent a couple $100,000 on DVDs over the years. And then streaming services came out and it was all like, yeah, no, nobody wants this. But no, it's pretty much just been baseball cards most of my life. Tina and Bo Naylor. I collected a lot. Yeah, no, I like comic books and I have a few and I have some graded ones and stuff, but not, no, I liked The Punisher a lot when I was younger. I used to read that, but I didn't really get like huge into comic books. Just like specific ones that I liked. Um, believe me, I can find a reason Jason Dominguez rookie to collect anything. Jared Jones pink. I mean, I have that gene in me, but um, it's funny. Baseball cards were huge when I was a kid, really big in the '80s. We all collected them and traded them, and we used to pitch cards and all kinds of stuff. And then I went to college and stuff and stopped. And then when I had my son, he's the one who got me started again. Nick Lofton Refractor. It was funny. He actually found somebody who was breaking when he was like 5 years old on YouTube. And he was like, "Oh, Dad, you got to check this out." He was like fascinated by it. And we used to watch them together all the time. And we watched for like more than a year before we ever even bought into one. Vladdy and Chris Sale. And I mean, we would buy boxes here and there and stuff, just getting back into it. And then, we started buying into breaks and I started collecting more. And then, of course, my son, who still enjoys cards, was like, "Yeah, going to go chase girls." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'm going to keep opening baseball cards." Oh, really? Yeah, that's cool. One of the places I buy a lot of my cards from is a comic book store. Harper and Lopez. So I talk to those guys a lot. They do comics and they do a hell of a business, man. They do every night of the week. They do all the like um, Pokemon, Magic, One Piece. Like people come there from all over the city to play. Yu-Gi-Oh, and which I don't understand any of those games, to be honest with you. But they get huge followings of guys who do that stuff. Marco Luciano, rookie refractor. And it's funny because they sell a very substantial part of their allocation to me. Um, because I mean, they have some guys who come in for baseball, but mostly the thing they sell there are like the gaming stuff. The like I said, One Piece is huge. So like usually what I do is anytime I get offered One Piece from my distributor, I'll buy it and give it and for him for his store because One Piece is so big. Dane Myers pink and Drew Millis for the Nationals, 56 of 99. NL East, NL East, NL East. Leonardo. Um, like I try to help him out with that type of stuff, but I yeah, like I don't know if you can see it here. Look, I'll show you. Like I have that Walking Dead one back there. I have basically the whole run of Walking Dead, and it was one of the few comics I was reading a long time before the show came out. Somebody at work had got me into it like a couple years before the show came out, and I have like 7 different issues that are graded of The Walking Dead. Just ones that I like that's book number 17 there with that's the Rick variation on it, and then I have like the first Michonne, which is what 19 I think. Um, so yeah, I mean a few here and there, but nothing too crazy. Zach Remilliard and Sedane Raphael, CP rookie. Some of it is honestly, I stay away from it because I know I would get so into it and spend a fortune on it. I'm a collector, you know what I mean? Like I have to be like, I have to actively work at not collecting things. Shota rookie and Lou Bob. Like, or otherwise it'll overtake my life and overtake my bank. Believe me, baseball cards have done it enough. That's for sure. It's weird though too because Lawler rookie. I tell people this a lot too. Sal Frelick rookie refractor. Um, oh my god, the amount of breaks. So I went back. I started selling single cards again back in 2011, I think it was. So it's been what, like 13 years now since I started selling again. And then I was buying into breaks all the time. And To be honest with you, I just hated the way a lot of people that ran them. My biggest problem was the shipping, the way guys shipped. There's a nice Jung Ho Lee Rayway for San Francisco. Um, these guys will pull you a big card and it take you 3, 4 weeks to get it. And by the time you got the card, it was, the value was a third of what it was when you pulled it, and okay, granted, you don't have it in your hand right then, but I used to always think like, why can't I get my cards within like 4 or 5 days at least, And I was talking about it with my wife one day and she's like, well, why don't you do that? And I was like, what do you mean? She said, well, why don't you just do breaks yourself and just, and that's why like shipping's like such a huge thing to me. I get nuts if there's cards sitting around, because it used to drive me crazy waiting for guys to ship. Because back then too, like around like 2010, there was only a handful of people really breaking out there, and it was kind of a new thing, so everyone was just kind of making their way, like doing whatever. I mean, I was in breaks with guys where you wouldn't see cards for months, and you'd reach out to them and be like, "Dude, where are my cards?" "Oh yeah, we're sorting them. We'll get them out as soon as we can get them sorted." And I'll be like, "I bought in this break 2 months ago." Justin Turner and Joe Musgrove. So like, and I literally, my wife said to me, because I had my other company, my cafe, which at the time was doing fantastic. This is before, 3 years or so before COVID. And my wife's like, well, maybe you should do it yourself. She's like, just, she actually bought me a computer, a laptop to use. And I had no idea what I was doing. If you want to see something funny, go back and watch breaks from when I first started. Oh my God. I can't believe people even bought from me. I was so bad. Marte, Bednar refractor. But I literally started with like $500 and I bought a box of cards and sold it and made a little money and then bought a little more the next week and kept going like that until it De La Cruz rookie. And then, the COVID came around, you look like a genius, Julio. Everyone's like, wow, how smart were you to start this business like 3 years before COVID? I'm like, it was just complete luck, man. That's all it was. And thank God I did, because the cafe has done so bad. I haven't even taken a paycheck from the cafe in like 3 years. So this has kept me from being on the street. Ryan Mountcastle refractor. But yeah, it's weird. It's something I love to do, and luckily I was able to turn it into something I could do for a job. And the reason I was telling you that was Pete Alonso. I realized how much money I stopped spending on breaks because I was doing breaks. Like I just didn't have the time or the energy to deal with. Like I still buy into breaks here and there, every once in a while. And most of the time I always buy from the same place that I have for years. But like I'm so busy taking care of everyone else's cards that I kind of fulfills that need, I guess. I don't know. India and Brian Reynolds. Um, because it's funny. There was a time there, man. I was getting like 50, 75 packages a week at my house because I was in dozens of breaks like every night. I'm like, what am I doing? Like it's just crazy. And then you're selling on top of it to make some money back, and it's but you get so tied up with doing this that's like I can't even worry about trying to buy into a break. I do still love it though, not just doing it but being in them too. I am a big fan of breaks. I really am. Pete Armstrong and Brian Hayes. Like I know there's a ton of detractors out there, and we're all scam artists and this and that, which I have worked extremely hard to have one of the best reputations you can have, but especially the way I do breaks. Don't get me wrong. There's some guys out there who do some shady stuff. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Um, but I don't see how Michael Garcia refractor, like if you buy a team and pay $15 for that team and getting 4 boxes of cards, which is what that person wants because they want the Pirates or they want the Phillies or they want whatever. How people can like say, oh, that's a bad thing. Now, granted, I know some teams cost more and stuff, but still, even those expensive teams, well, here's $700 worth of boxes. You can pay $100 for that team and get every card out, all the boxes. Or you can go buy a box and get what you get. You know, Verdugo and Soler. And yeah, I mean, look. Well, yeah, I ship everything too. I mean, I know that's another thing. That was another thing for me that drove me crazy. You know what bothered me about the base thing? I've said this before. It's not so much that they didn't ship base, it's that they would resell it. That really bothered me. Like Nico Prism and Tatis. Like you sit there and you go, "Oh, we don't ship base." But then you turn around and they have a base thing to buy. Like there's an auction or a spot where you can buy the base. And it's like, well, wait a second. You just don't want to do it because you're too lazy to sort it, you know? But like, how in the world does somebody pay $35 for the Angels and you go, oh, okay, yeah, you get the Angels, but I'm going to give you 98% of your cards to someone else? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Caminero rookie. Caminero throwback rookie. Like, I don't. And I guess I'm dumb because most of them are bigger than I am. So I guess I'm the idiot here, but I just would feel bad. Like, oh, yeah, you can have the Yankees, you can have the hits, but everything else we're going to sell to somebody else. Like, that's amazing that people get away with doing that. Ian Happ refractor. That's exactly what they're doing. And you know what? They're your cards, so you choose what to do with them. You don't like base cards, you want to throw them away, throw them away. They're yours. You bought them, you know? But it's not my right to decide, you know. I get people all the time, oh, do you ever think about keeping the cards? No, like Josh Hader and Brian and Buxton. Like, I try to explain to people, they're not my cards. Like, I don't look at all these cards in my office and think like, oh, wow, look, I have $40,000 worth of cards. I don't own any of them. You guys do. Whoever buys them, Like that floors me when guys like steal people's cards. I don't get that even a little bit. I don't care how much the card's worth because honestly, if you pull out a $20,000 card, why am I going to blow up my business over a card that I can make the same 20 grand in a few months? Like it just doesn't make sense. But there's always a scammer out there in every business, Somebody's going to try and take advantage of people no matter what. Yeah, and you know what? We could probably do the same. And believe me, I've thought about it a lot of times. It's funny, I just had the Whatnot guys calling me again today. Austin Riley and Cal Raleigh. They call me all the time. For years, they've been trying to get me over on those channels and stuff. And I don't want to do it like that. It's scummy. It really is. Brett Beatty. I'm not saying that it takes away from anybody who does those type of breaks, but I don't know. There's something about him. I watch him sometimes, and I was like, wow, how do you sleep at night? Like, doing this to people. Kyber Ruiz, pink. Look, there's going to be bad breaks. That's all there is to it. I mean, we don't pack the boxes. You do the best you can, and you hope you can pull people some good stuff, And oftentimes you do, but oftentimes you don't. I mean, it's part of the game, James Outman, Prism, and Corey Seager. But the way some guys turn it into everything's the big thing now are these repack things that everyone's doing. And don't get me wrong, I realize there's some cool cards in them and stuff, but like they're robbing people on those repacks. I'm like shocked at what people charge and and I think one of the reasons is Luis Raz, you have a lot of people in this hobby now who came during the COVID madness, and they think that those prices are normal. And it's funny. You see these guys who all say, "Oh man, the bottom's dropped out of sports cards and this and that." It has not. It is still higher now than it was pre-COVID. It's just during COVID it was so high it was ridiculous. But you have a lot of people who still purchase, especially on like Whatnot, at what I call like COVID pricing. And then they pull the card out. Oh, look how this is awesome. They do it by screaming and yelling and putting on an act and this and that. Jackson Holiday rookie, and you're like, yeah, it's a $5 card, dude. Yeah, that's why I hope it feels for people. I just want to hang out and have a good time, you know. People always say to me like the way I talk and stuff. I mean, I just tell you guys about my family, my friends, my life, my whatever. You know, if you find it interesting, you do. If you don't, no, you don't. You know, but it should be comfortable. You know, and I don't always necessarily feel that way with some of these guys. Pepe White and Josh Jung Pink, especially over on Whatnot, because everything's about money. That's all they talk about. Money. Oh, you guys are killing me here. I'm getting ripped off. I'm losing so much money. These spots should be going for $125. And that really bothers me because I know what they're paying for the stuff. And you're like, no. you're, they're selling spots at like 60. They're screaming that they should be over 100, but they're still making money at 60, you know, even after the fees and stuff. But God forbid they let on that to anyone. And then they guilt people into spending money that they probably shouldn't be spending in the first place, you know? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's like a used car salesman type of thing, you know? Goldschmidt and Lewis. Yeah, I want to know about you. I mean, you guys are like friends, you know? I mean, I I don't know. I I realized that in the course of my life, Nathaniel Low Refractor, I've had very successful business. I've been an entrepreneur for almost 30 years now, where I've always had my own business. And I've had some very successful businesses, and I've had some businesses that, you know, it took me down to the felt, believe me. Cheerio, rookie. Um, Crawford Pink. But I've never felt, and this is probably most people would consider a defect in a way. I've never felt it necessary to be so money hungry that you take advantage of people. And yes, because of that, I probably haven't made as much money as I could in my life, but I just wouldn't sleep well at night doing that to people, you know? Grayson Rodriguez, Orioles, and Yelich. And it's funny because Whatnot, like I said, they've been trying to get me to go on their channel for years. And I've had multiple meetings with them, and I've told them this flat out. I'm like, the way you guys you let people talk to people on your channel and talk them into spending money and stuff, like that's when people come up and go, oh, it's gambling. Well, I mean, you go out and buy a box of cards, you could technically say it's gambling if that's what you're. But I mean, what we do here, I don't think is gambling at all. You know, you're getting a product you're paying for, and hey, yes, sometimes the product's going to be more valuable than others, but you're always going to get the product. You know, those guys, I don't know. What's funny, I used to get guys all the time who would ask me like, "How do you get started?" and this and that, and I have no problem telling anyone what they want, but I'd always tell them the same thing. You have to be willing to lose money for at least a year because you got to get a reputation. You got to be trustworthy, you know? And as you are, you get more people and more bids get higher and this and that and whatever. But, you know, Jung Ho Lee rookie, Kutch, and Patrick Bailey. Man, we had not many hits out of it. A lot of rookies. What do we have over here? Yeah, let's open another box. Let's add on an extra. See if we can't find something else. Unfortunately, this is my very last extra box I have, but hey, let's check her out. Excuse me. I don't know. There's something to be said for integrity, and maybe I sound old fashioned saying that, but and yeah, I get it. They're just cards, but I've watched people like guilt people into spending money that I don't know. I can't do that to people. I just can't. That's why I like the eBay model. Like you bid, you decide what you're going to pay, and then I'll open the cards. And yes, some days it's going to be better than others, you know, for me, and some days it's going to be better for you. All right, Martinez, Acuna, Lane Thomas, Sepia. Shenwell. Jack Leiter, rookie refractor. Come on, box 11. Give us something. Something else. Volpe, Real Muto. For the Rockies, Hunter Goodman, negative, and Kirilloff, pink. NL West is Gabriel. Yeah, it's a weird business that way, you know. I find that a lot of the old school guys are just kind of grouchy old timers, you know? And a lot of the younger guys are all just like, "Hey, Mister Wheeling and Dealing here," you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I like things the way they are. When eBay was talking about, when they were talking about like shutting eBay down, I was like, oh man, what am I gonna do? Because I do not want to have to go to like one of those channels where I have to be like, all right, come on guys, spend your money. Like, I don't think I can do that. Dylan Cease, Prism, and Scherzer. Just the headache of having to sit there and like get people to buy your breaks. Like, I have enough hours in the day that I can't get stuff done. I can't be sitting online for 12 hours at a time too. Aaron Judge, Summertime in the Park. Yamamoto rookie and Jung Ho Lee rookie refractor. That's a good one. All right, last pack. Jackson Holiday rookie. Zach Wheeler and Juan Soto pink for the Yanks. All righty, folks. There you have it. A little 11-box divisional. I want to thank you all for joining us. As always, I couldn't do this without you, and I truly, truly appreciate it. Now that I'm like completely losing my voice at this point. We'll be back tomorrow night with our eBay breaks, and of course, whatever fills on the web, we'll get those taken care of too. All right, so we have like a million Ray Waves, refractor rookies. We have to go. I have to go through all these and separate them out. We'll make sure they all get sleeved and top loaded. Of course, we have the. Let's see what we had for prisms. That should have kept out. Muto, Carpenter, Jimenez, Moniak, Torkelson. See what else we got. I'm still waiting for some of the card cases to come in, man. I'm like making me nervous at this point. It better be in soon. Let's see. These are all right. So we'll go through all our rookies and make sure we pull out all the refractors and good guys, and we'll get those all taken care of. Prism refractors, we had Turner, Torkelson, Moniak, Jimenez, Carpenter, Remuto, Remilliard, Cease, Rodriguez, Outman, and Horner. We had a negative Hunter Goodman for the Rockies, Drew Millis to 99 for the Nationals, Pink Jackson Churio rookie, and the Joey Votto to 125. Not the best on hits in this one. I apologize for that, but we'll make sure we got plenty of and lots of rookies, so rookies will make up for it. Anyway, again, folks, thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see everyone this weekend, tomorrow and Sunday for more breaks. And stay safe and stay healthy out there, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.